The t-shirt or the shirt must not have the words "vote for."
Eagerly anticipating the official date for the next general elections, Saint Lucians need to complete several checks to ensure they are ready and eligible for voting. Former Electoral Commission member, House Speaker Claudius Francis recently sought to break down the requirements for voters during the SLP's most recent launch. One of the most common misconceptions, according to Francis, is that expired IDs are unacceptable for voting. He offered the following clarification.
Any form of identification is a photograph. The expiration date is immaterial. It is the business sector which requests that you have up-to-date IDs, not the government. How could the electoral department issue an ID and then tell you, "I'm not accepting you because it's expired"? Their own ID? That's not what the law says.
Following opposition UWP's candidate for Denry North Elisha Norbert's remarks about active voter members transferring to the deceased registry, scrutiny has come upon the election process. Francis also revealed that an individual must reside in the constituency for at least 2 months or about 60 days before the election's qualifying date. He explains what the qualifying date means.
Any election held in the first half of the year, the qualifying date is the 15th of February. Any election in the second half of the year, the qualifying date is the 15th of July. So we are in the second half of the year.
Yeah.
Let's assume elections are called this year sometime before December. So long as you are a resident in the new constituency in May of this year, then you're good to go in that constituency.
While residents who have lived abroad for years can still vote once another person identifies them, the former Electoral Commission member elaborated on other processes that residents staying abroad can utilize to cast their ballots.
The presiding officer will have a master list. The returning officer will not only have a master list, he will have access to the photograph of your original ID. So that's not a deterrence.
Francis also added that physically incapacitated and visually impaired residents can go to the presiding officer for assistance to cast their ballots.
The presiding officer will tell the agents of the candidates what that person requires. One agent of each candidate will come forward, take an oath of secrecy, and walk with the presiding officer and the individual to the voting booth and cast the vote for that person. It's the same for a blind person, except the blind person gets to choose who votes for them. So the blind person can actually come with somebody, so long as the person votes in the same polling division, not polling constituency, polling division.
The former electoral member also announced that individuals could apply to have their names removed from the voters list after being out of the country for 5 continuous years. However, he explained that they can reapply for re-registration upon their return. Gina Filippi, HTS News Force.